Human beings have wants and needs. It's by meeting one or more of the wants or needs of others that we serve them. And our rewards, all the years of our lives, will be in relative proportion to our service. Because of that great idea, articulated by Einstein, we can get rid of the what's in it for me approach. That's the hallmark of the immature, the typical small-time operator. There's a restaurant operated by a family in a lovely coastal town in California. Month after month, year after year, it hangs on by its fingernails. Now this despite the fact that the food is quite good and the bakery products excellent. The owners have the idea firmly fixed in their combined mentality that the way to produce the largest profit is to give the least for the best possible price. The idea makes sense on paper. The less one pays for the product one serves, and the greater the price charged, the larger will be the profit spread. But this figuring is without the consent of the customer. The customer has an entirely different idea. The customer wants the most for the least amount of money, and the customer makes the decision as to where he or she will spend his or her money. People vote with their money. They will vote for one place rather than another because they believe they receive a better value. And at the restaurant under discussion, the customer quickly sees that he or she is being charged a maximum price for the least possible product. For example, while almost all restaurants serve butter on the table, this place butters the bread in the kitchen, but does so sparingly that it's immediately apparent, and it may not be butter at all. It's the same with the other dishes served. The least possible service for the largest possible price. That is, the largest price most customers will pay without argument and only a certain amount of grumbling. So people don't go back to this restaurant a second time. The most profitable customers for any business are those who come back again and again and bring their friends. This place misses that richest vein of trade because of its ridiculous penny pinching. Month after month, the owners fail to see the cause of their failure. Another place opened up not long ago in the same general neighborhood. It's crowded every day. It has a marvelously diversified menu and serves large, delicious servings for the prices charged. The customers at this new place feel they're being well served for the money they're spending. My wife and I were having lunch there one day when we noticed a man in street clothes cleaning the table next to ours. We had noticed how busy he was, jumping in wherever he was needed to give the busy waitresses a hand. We introduced ourselves. He was the owner. It was his 9th restaurant in an escalating plan, and he was delighted with it, as we were. It was the culmination of several years of working and planning, and it's a place to be proud of, a real winner. We told him we liked the place, had thoroughly enjoyed our luncheon, and would be back regularly, as would, I'm sure, the other local people who filled the place. Kill him with service. I forget who said that, but it's the magic key to success in business. Give your very best and work at making it better, and give them more than they expect for what they're paying. Do what you do so well that you'll guarantee always getting a disproportionate share of the available business. Service. We're here to serve each other. And every one of us does who receives anything back in the way of return. Those who do not serve do not receive anything. The greatest thing in the world is the opportunity to be of service to others. That's why those of us who live in the more enlightened democracies are so fortunate. There's a whole world out there crying for help, for ideas, for endless products and services. The third world, yes, of course, but the first and second worlds as well. Your neighborhood. The extent of your opportunity to be of service can be said to be the extent of your imagination coupled with your education. And the best place to begin is where you are. You may already be wonderfully successful in providing a useful service that makes demands upon your brains and ability, but of one fact we can be certain: it can be improved. Another is that there are always ways to expand your service to others that you haven't thought of. Perhaps yours is work so highly personalized that it cannot be increased. That might be true of your successful surgeon, sculptor, or painter. Within the ranks of every profession, there can be found a sprinkling of great ones whose expertise and service is of a quality and range that they do extremely well with the clientele they develop over a period of time. Then there are the very good, the average, and the below average. But it still works out that our rewards, in whatever form we may realize them, will be in relation to our service. Everyone who needs to earn a living should ask himself or herself, how can I best serve other people? That is, if we don't already know, deep down in the very fibers of our being, what we're supposed to do, we need to take Socrates' advice and begin an in-depth examination of ourselves. We might begin by thinking about our childhood. What were we attracted to? When we played with other children, did we want to be captain all the time, or king of the mountain, or were we delighted to be one of the crew? In our daydreams, what recurring fantasy appeared? What were we especially good at in school? Which class did we most enjoy? Another excellent research source is the autograph book we passed around the class at graduations from elementary and junior high school, and high school. Our friends and classmates often saw our strong point, even if we took it for granted or weren't aware of it. I was astonished many years ago to uncover my old autograph book and found nearly every entry saying something like, "Good luck, Earl Nightingale, the storyteller." I was astonished because I had no recollection whatever of having told stories to the other kids. But after thinking about it, I realized that being something of an omnivorous reader, I must have shared some of the stories I read with my classmates. But to this day, I have no recollection of doing anything of the kind. Yet there they all are, all those entries saying, "Good luck, Earl Nightingale, the storyteller." There were my classmates in junior high school and high school actually writing down in my autograph book the career that I should follow. Perhaps they were good enough to do the same for you.